Welcome. In this session, you'll be guided into a calm, focused state of relaxation where your mind can open to positive suggestions and healing thoughts. Do not listen to this recording or participate while driving, operating machinery, or performing any task that requires your full attention. This meditation induces a state of focused awareness and deep relaxation, which may impair your ability to respond to your current environment. The following session is intended for relaxation, personal development, and general well-being. It is not a substitute for medical or psychological treatment. If you have a diagnosed mental condition or are currently under the care of a physician or are unsure if this meditation is right for you, please consult a qualified professional before proceeding. Thank you. Begin to sit comfortably on a chair. Place your arms on your lap. Rest your neck comfortably. Allow your shoulders to relax, letting go of all the worries, and take a deep breath and relax. Take another deep breath and relax completely and deeply. Now, take another nice deep breath. Hold it for 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale completely and deeply. As you exhale, imagine all the cells in your body are completely relaxed and prepared for the deepest level of relaxation. As you begin to relax, I want you to imagine an escalator in front of you. Before you step into this escalator in front of you, I want you to notice the colors around you, the sounds around you, and the feeling inside your body. As you begin to step onto this escalator, I want you to now imagine how you are relieving yourself from the stress and the strain that you are going through each day, and how you will make this experience better by allowing yourself to experience this wonderful feeling of harmony. Imagine how you would allow the wonderful experience of life to unfold in front of you. As you imagine, I want your body to give you permission to all that you can be, because you deserve the best in life and you will get it. I want you to slowly take the first step onto this elevator. Once upon a time, there was a king. He had a beautiful garden. In that garden, he had a beautiful tree, a tree that could give whatever you ever wanted. There was only one condition though. All you had to do was stand in front of the tree and say out loud that I trust the process of life. I allow my thoughts to be free. I am with peace with the past. And as you think about the tree, I want you to breathe deeply and relax more and more as the escalator goes deeper and deeper. I want you to now imagine soaking the calm feelings that is touching your feet, your calf muscles, your knees, your thighs, your back, your spine, and allow it to move slowly up through your shoulders, your arms, your neck, your jaw, while you slightly part them, your face, your temples, and slowly through your scalp and the crown of your neck until your entire body is suspended completely in warm, wonderful feeling. I want you to stay there as long as you want. And while you stay there, I want you to accept where you are right now. Remember that you are a divine expression. Remember all is well. And as you sit there or lie down in the way that's most comfortable for you, you may begin to notice how the breath just happens without trying, without needing to control it. You don't have to do anything special now, except allow what wants to soften to soften. Some people notice the space between the breath in and out, and others may find that there's something curious about how the mind begins to drift all on its own. And as you listen to the sound of my voice and to the space between the words, you might notice that your eyelids are becoming heavier and heavier, or light, or simply still. It's interesting how the more we try to stay alert, the more the unconscious mind begins to awaken. Now, I wonder if you can imagine a gentle pathway in a quiet forest with soft earth beneath your feet and dappled sunlight filtering through green leaves from up above. With each step down this path, you might feel yourself going deeper into comfort, into quiet, into something new, and perhaps each footstep brings you closer to a place your inner self already remembers. Maybe you notice how the sound of birds reminds you of something peaceful long forgotten. That's right. And there may be 10 steps now, leading even further inward. And I don't know whether you'll reach the bottom before or after. Your mind simply lets go, but you can begin now with 10 and deeper, 9 more relaxed, 8 some memories drifting by, 7 not needing to hold them, 6 5 so peaceful, 4 like returning to a place that always knew how to heal, 3 almost there, 2 so close, and 1 now. There is somewhere in a quiet part of the mind a garden. You don't need to know exactly where it is, because something in you already knows the way. And this garden is old and wise, the kind of place that doesn't ask questions. It simply welcomes. It may come to you as a soft image, a color, a sound, or just a feeling in your chest of something familiar and safe. You might begin to notice an old stone gate, its surface rough to the touch, cool beneath your fingers, with moss growing in the creases. And as the breeze brushes across your face, there may be a quiet creak as the gate opens. The garden begins to welcome you in its own quiet way. Maybe the air smells of fresh earth, of growing things, or the scent of something faintly sweet that you can't quite name. And as you step through, you may begin to feel a shift, like your body remembering a calm it's known before. Maybe you have been here before, in a dream, in a memory, or in that soft fleeting moment before waking, when healing just happened. Some parts of the garden are wild and vibrant. You see the colors, blues, yellows, purples, so vivid they almost hum. You can hear the soft buzz of life, insects in the sun, birds high in the trees. You might feel the warmth of sunlight dappling your skin, and something inside you knows that everything is growing exactly where it meant to grow. And there are other parts still resting beneath the soil, hidden away, changing quietly in their own time, unseen but not forgotten. And maybe just ahead, there is a tree, a very old tree, the kind of tree you don't find often, the kind that has stayed, its bark textured and time worn beneath your palm, its roots spreading deep and wide, so far down into the earth, they almost feel like they reach inside you too. And its branches so far reaching they seem to touch the sky, holding stories of every season of your life. And you may wish to sit beneath it, to feel the weight of your body supported by the ground, to listen not just with your ears but with that quiet part of yourself that hears in other ways, because old trees sometimes whisper not in words always, but in feelings, in subtle shifts, in knowing exactly what the soul needs to hear. And you don't have to try to understand it. You can just allow it to come in its own way, in its own time, just like the garden that always knows how to renew itself. And as you rest, just resting without needing to do anything more than that, you may begin to notice the soft unfolding of something deep inside, as if the body, the mind have quietly decided that it's okay now to begin releasing what no longer belongs to you. There are things you have carried maybe for years, thoughts, beliefs, old emotions that served a purpose once but have quietly grown too heavy, and there's no need to push them away or even name them, because something in you already knows what it's time to let go of, and it's safe now to begin that gentle process of loosening your grip, or maybe even realizing you were never really holding on. It was simply waiting to fall away when you were ready. And you might remember something simple like the sound of a breeze through tall grass, or the light through trees on a quiet afternoon, a time when you felt safe or free, or just more like yourself. And you can allow that feeling to return now, not all at once, just in waves, a little at a time, the way the tide returns to shore, calm yet certain. You might discover a sense of lightness, where something heavy once lived. Noticing how your chest softens, how your breath becomes a little easier, as though your body is already responding to something deeper, shifting. Or maybe it's a quiet knowing, not loud, not obvious, but true, that you can trust yourself again. Trust your timing. Trust your path. Trust the parts of you that are still learning how to feel safe. Some people find that healing doesn't happen all at once, but in gentle layers like petals, unfolding when they are ready. And there's no need to force anything. You don't need to understand it all or figure it out for it to work, because your deeper mind knows how to do this. It's always known, and even now, as you continue resting, softly breathing, gently being, something deep within you has already begun to change, and you don't even have to try, just once. How good it feels to allow it. What would it feel like if the burden you carried became a lesson instead? How would your body feel if it no longer needed to protect an old wound? And if the part of you that always knew how to heal were to speak now, what might it say? And in the hours and days to come, you may find yourself responding in new ways, a little more open, a little more free. You might notice certain thoughts no longer have power, certain memories feel more distant, as if watched through the mist of morning. And any time you wish, you can return to this garden just by closing your eyes and breathing as you do now. because healing, once begun, continues even as you sleep, even as you dream, and each night your unconscious mind can continue the work of releasing, renewing, restoring. In a moment, I will count from 1 to 5, and with each number, you may return to waking consciousness, bringing with you a sense of peace and deep restoration. 1. Feeling grounded. 2. Awareness returning to the body. 3. Taking a deep breath. 4. Moving fingers, toes, and 5. Eyes wide open, awake, clear, whole. Now, wake up, wake up, wake up, now.